Tesh as they try to spread this defense out. Green motions to the backfield. Tesh gets the carry and picks up a yard.
We were coming out early and testing the interior of that defensive line of Mountain Crest, and they hold up well on that first play. 2nd down and 9.
Defensive end Ethan Peterson, number 9 for Mountain Crest. He's the left defensive end. He had a pretty good game last week. Now 3 receivers to the near side. Given again. And nothing there for Tesh. In fact, he loses the yard he gained on 1st down.
One of the keys that Coach Corbridge mentioned was their running game, and that's really what they need to get started. And so far, it's sputtering.
Yeah, Mountain Crest had a little bit of trouble against that last week against Ford's Cross. 3rd down and 10 for the Warriors. Weber High School in Pleasant View, and it is a pleasant view from the press box at Weber High School, looking back out over the valley, then the northern end of Ogden. And beautiful in the evening. Oswell across the middle, too hard, and off the hands of his intended receiver. That looked like it was. What was that coming across? Was that Green?
I don't know. I was watching the defender, and Zach Kimball. He was staring at that ball and wishing he was about a foot taller for a pick. We'll get to see it in the replay here. A closer look brought to you by Baldwin Optical.
You see Tesh picks up the rusher as he stayed in the backfield, but 4th and 10, and Mountain Crest looks like they'll get an opportunity. Tyler Herbert back deep along with another Mustang that hasn't turned to show us his number. That's Herbert that's trying to chase this one down. Gets it on the 2nd hump, turns the corner across the 50 and rolls out of bounds at the Weber 48-yard line, and Mountain Crest starts in good field position.
Tanner Richardson and Braden Fuller, number 2 and number 4, just came down and blew up a few blockers on that, which ends up springing Herbert for a few more yards.
And Pulver's punt hit at about the 50 and bounced 6 or 7 yards. Herbert picked it up on the run.
That's a tough knuckler when they kick that rugby punt low, and it's a difficult ball to cover.
Spread formation for Mountain Crest. Eddie Hall, the quarterback, he's best when he's using his legs, but the arm can do it as well. And they give on the fly sweep across to Pututau. Pututau's got the 1st down, and he picks up about 11. Pututau playing sick. He's been sick all season.
Again?
I saw his mom, and I said, hey, what's, you know, he was throwing up before the game last week. I said, is he sick, or does he just get nervous? You know, some kids get so wound up. Good block out there by Carlson. She said, no, he's been sick. He's, you know, one thing after another, a sinus infection, and the doctors have told him, you know, take a couple weeks off practice. And she says, I think he's missed 1 day.
Well, he would be a big loss for this Mountain Crest team if he did leave. His receiving yardage, 19 yards per catch and 2 touchdowns this season.
Well, they show the motion the other way, and Eddie Hall keeps it. Stiff arm gets him to the edge, and he picks up 15, 14 where they mark it.
Tyler Johnson, number 1 there for Weber, learns just how athletic this Mountain Crest quarterback is. There's the stiff arm against the other number 1.
Oh, movement on the line. One of the Warriors kind of jumped, and then flinching was Jacob Keller. And they always call that on the offense.
I know. I played offensive line. That's not fair.
You're still crying about that?
I know, that was like 26 years ago. It's not fair. You got some big, smelly defensive lineman breathing down your face. And
I'll bet I could throw this ball over that mountain pole in.
That's right.
Coach would have put me in. We'd have won the state championship. Everything would have been different.
Give me that.
Mountain Crest had trouble with penalties last week. Over 100 yards worth. Run the fly sweep now the other way. Running it to Braden Fuller. Fuller looking for the edge. Picks up the penalty yardage plus about 3 more. So 8 yards for Fuller.
It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 7. Fuller trying to read his block here. The block takes too long to develop and gets strung out a little bit. Still picks up good yardage though with speed around the edge.
Finally hauled down out there by Luke Blanche. Blanche, he's got some meat on his bones. I was looking at him in the pregame warm-ups. Geez, that's a big kid. Out of the backfield, Carlson walks the tightrope out of bounds at the 8. He picks up 11, so Mountain Crest doing it on the ground. Carlson, great big tall running back. You know, sometimes you get big tall running backs. You want him to run low. Well, it's hard to run low when you're that tall.
Yeah, it's really hard. Well, Mountain Crest using the run very effectively. As soon as Weber gives him stiffens a little bit on defense, watch for some play action or rolling Eddie Hall out.
Now from the I formation, ball's on the turf, bounces right back to Carlson.
The ball came out again, but the referee should have blown that dead a long time before that.
All that happened, they still gained a yard.
Ball
here, it hit Richardson's shoulder.
Well, yeah, Eddie Hall had it so far down on the tip there, it was very difficult to grip, so he hits a shoulder, and that's almost a turnover. Lucky bounce, came right back up to him.
Two receivers and split backs for the Mustangs. Hall's got Richardson in the flat. Richardson turns it up and into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountain Crest.
Oh, and you could see that coming a mile away. It is run left, run right, quick give. Pretty soon the defense is only looking for run, and that little quick draw play and pass out to the flat is exactly what Mountain Crest needs to put 6 on the board.
You know, people think about Mountain Crest as a passing team, but they run the ball a lot, and you know, it doesn't matter who you are, you're always a better passing team when you can run the ball.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to work the other way quite as well. Kicks up and good at 7-0. Mountain Crest with the early lead, 8:10 to play in the first.
One of the reasons I really enjoy banking at Lewiston State Bank is because I enjoy the friendly service. They know me by name, they know who I am, and they know what my business is, and that is very important to me.
I've been banking at Lewiston State Bank for about 9 years, and we love it. They know who I am.
We are proud to have been serving our customers for over 100 years with personalized, friendly service. Please come in and meet your new friends at Lewiston State Bank.
Kick returned by Colton Wayman out to about the 25-yard line, and that's where Weber will take over, trailing Mountain Crest 7-0 in the opening minutes of this game. Mountain Crest putting the ball, running the ball, and then throwing it to get into the end zone, Lee. About a 48-yard drive.
Well, if you're Coach Wooten, pretty hopeful about that. Good execution, only 1 penalty. I'd like to keep those penalties down this week.
You know, everybody's wrong but the center.
Yep.
Even when he's wrong. Everybody went on go, and it was on double go. So now Weber backs up 5 yards. Give to Tesh, bounces off one lineman, puts his head down and gets about 3.
Boy, he is holding onto that ball, both hands. I think they probably had a chat about turnovers all week.
Second down and 12. Big Silas Wells in there next to Kyle Christiansen. That's a lot of beef. At the tackles for Mountain Crest. This time Boswell keeps it. It's got an opening. Late pitch.
Ooh.
Helmet comes off and out near the 40-yard line. Weber will have 3rd and a yard. It's an 11-yard gain.
Bo Sewell, number 33 for Weber, did a great job holding onto that ball. Because you got to think he's going to keep this ball until the very last second. He pitches it. He can't believe there's no man coming up to take that running back out of the play.
That's a late pitch, isn't it?
Yes.
11 yards. Now it's 3rd down and 1.
That was the I don't want to get smacked in the face pitch.
I hear you take it.
Yes.
Tesh and Green in the backfield. Give to Tesh. The big running back leans and picks up 3. And a 1st down. We talked about Box Elder earlier and how they're undefeated. They're playing Syracuse tonight. That's 2 undefeated teams. Boswell, a little bit high, but caught out there by Wayman. 5 yards.
That's a good play call. You just get your receiver out in the flat and make him sit down there, and the cornerback's dropping back in coverage. Herbert does a good job coming up and making the tackle, but by then the 6 yards were gained.
Logan's at Spanish Fork tonight. Skyview at Brighton. 9 sacks for that Skyview defense against Olympus last week.
Who says defense doesn't have anything to do with winning?
Dumb people.
People who don't know about football. Ooh.
Sewell, the first man through, gets a big old kiss from Kyle Christiansen. A big 290-pound kiss. He's 6'3". And I was talking, one of the guys down on the sideline said, you know, they've looked at that kid and he could be, the doctors think he could be 6'6".
Wow.
He's still growing.
Well, if he keeps doing that to opposing running backs, he may have free education. He's a sophomore?
That's what it says.
Oh, my gosh. What do they feed the kids out here?
Hay.
Whatever.
Press coverage on the edges. Boswell rolling. Steps up. And right through the hands of 2 different receivers. Had a man. It was Sewell. And he had 1st down yardage, but Boswell had to get rid of it a little bit early. And that was 3rd down, and now Weber will have to punt. Take a look.